farther in here, you can see a very long table with dozens of chairs at it. The table is heavily detailed with gold trim and inset gems like rubies and emeralds, and the wood has been blackened by fire and lacquered to a fine sheen. On the table itself are probably the finest foods that you've ever seen. Fruits, meats, desserts, exotic vegetables, hot and cold, many drinks in punch bowls, pitchers, and glasses. All of the seats are filled with individuals wearing heavily decorated outfits and large hats with a great deal of plumage. At the head of the table is a very large, tall man sitting in a chair that is so ornate it could be easily taken for a throne. And to his right is another man sitting in a very simple chair. The man is nearly bald with a long, twisty beard and a conniving look on his face, kind of like Jafar. And that's what you see inside the heart of the Wind Island of the Djibouti Doubloons.
Holy shit.
And Walter just like fucking takes off. He just fucks off completely. He completely forgets about you guys, and he just runs to one of the tables where there's a pitcher and pours himself a huge mug of ale and just starts pounding it.
Slump would turn around to the rest of the party while vibing a bit to the music, like bobbing his head up and down.
All right, what do you think? If we can get into the back where they store the alcohol, and
I'm guessing we have the pouch with the crazy fucking psychedelic horsetails.
Yeah, so you guys are carrying, it's a big bag. It's like a giant burlap sack. So you guys have a very large bag of the for sure plants.
I definitely, at least one of us, I'm pretty sure would have made it or ground it into a powder, just to make it easier.
Sure, yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so
if we can get to the back where they store the kegs and distract the people at the front, or the bar who are looking at the back, then we can get it in there. Or what do you think? Should we put it in the water? Should we put it in the ale? What do you think?
Does anybody have eyes on Big Boss?
Well,
and Slump would gesture at the throne-looking seat. Can Slump discern if that would be the Big Boss? Should I roll for it?
Yeah, roll plus wisdom.
Whoa.
Okay, that's a full success. You feel relatively certain that that's either Big Boss or the most important person in here.
Okay.
And with a 10, the person sitting next to him with the twisty beard also seems very important.
Interesting.
A little bit, a little bit undersold with the very plain chair that they're sitting on, and their clothing is not heavily ordained like everyone else's. But you can just tell by the way they kind of hold their shoulders that they are a very important person.
Very interesting. And sorry, what about the shoulders? Say that one more time.
Oh, just the way they hold their shoulders.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
just the way they're sitting. They know that they're very important.
And, yeah, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I think Slump would gesture at that those two, the one on the throne and the person in the simple chair next to him.
Yeah.
If Big Boss, if you know who is in here, that's got to be him.
I think that's him. Do we actually have a fucking description of what this guy looks like?
Do we know that it's Big Boss Louisiana? Or do we not know that information?
I don't know that you know the description of Big Boss.
Sure, we just know that the name is Big Boss Louisiana.
Yeah.
So I think Slump would just say,
if that's Big Boss, if Big Boss is in here, that's the Big Boss.
What were you gonna say, Locke?
I was just gonna say I don't recall the people that we collected so far describing them. That's
fair. Yeah,
or us
fine.
Asking either.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so I think Slump will just gesture at that figure.
Well, if Big Boss is down here, that's gonna be the Big Boss. Why don't we ask someone?
Because you've already introduced me as a captain, and if I don't know who Big Boss is, that's kind of a fucking problem.
Not everyone down here fucking knows who you are, Captain King.
Well, knowing hard luck, okay? Someone did fucking number 3, number 4 gonna come downstairs and be like, "Oh, Captain," and I'll be like, "Wait, he was asking." You know what? Let's just go with our guts. Okay? Let's just fucking do it. Okay? Let's just fucking do it.
Slump would immediately to pretend to be absolutely hammered. Maybe like grab a mug off of a tray as it goes by that's half empty, and then he'd bump into a pirate who's just sitting at one of the benches minding their own business, and Slump would spill some of the like ale on him and say,
Oi, where's the big boss? Sloop wants to buy the big boss a drinky poo.
The guy kind of like grabs you by the kind of shoulders of your clothing kind of thing.
"Okay."
It's like, "Arr, don't be talking out of turn about Big Boss down here. He could hear you."
Oh, right. Sloop's just been into the switch a little bit. Well, where is you know who?
Slump would gesture very like very theatrically into the air.
You know who?
The guy like makes the most, like his eyes just go like super wide in horror and disbelief kind of thing. And he goes, "You've had too much to drink, methinks. Go up and water yourself and get yourself sobered up there, friend."
No worries. Sloop will be sober.
Oh, God.
Sloop will be sober.
And Slump would like cover his mouth and turn around, go to the rest of the party, and immediately drop the act and go,
Well, that was a fucking mistake. That was a fucking mistake. Slump is gonna take a back seat here for a minute and let someone else do the thinking, okay?
I think you did great.
Slump went for it. It did not land.
I mean, that's okay. I thought you did great.
Okay. What do we do now? What do we do?
I guess we just leave.
What?
What do you mean? What do you think? What? We do the same fucking plan. We just let's just get a fucking drink, okay? Let's get a drink.
Oh, so we're not putting powder in the ale.
To find out where the fuck they're bringing it from.
They're bringing what from? Oh, the liquor?
The liquor, is it from like a giant well? Do they have a pool? Is it a singular keg? Do we have to spike every single fucking keg?
Why don't we spread out and meet back here in 5 minutes?
Okay, that's sure. That'll go no problem with Talkie McGee over here. I point at Lou.
Isn't Lou outside?
You point to Lou, who's upstairs outside.
So I think Slump just looks at the empty space where Galdric was pointing and just sort of like raises an eyebrow.
I look back, I'm like, fuck, I forgot we left her upstairs.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Did you spike me?
Not yet.
Did you Did you spike me? Is that gonna happen again?
No, not yet.
You gonna do it? Oh god.
Slump just had a couple for his nerves.
Oh my god. Why do you always do this to me?
It's fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead.
So then what are we going to do? What do you think there, Mr. Brainiac?
Oh, you're the brain. Okay. No, you're not. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. What when Galdric stout do? That is me. That's who I am. I am me. I am me. Seriously, did you spike me?
Someone look at Locke, please. 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 An idea, please.
Well,
Please.
since we know he was the former quartermaster, Locke looks at the two that Slump pointed at. Like, he's trying to discern if one looks more magical than the other. Like, a quartermaster might not necessarily kind of know magic. You know, maybe that's why he's the quartermaster. So he's trying to see if there's one that's a little less fancy than the other. Clearly, they're both important, as their body language says, but like, maybe one is more like dressed more like a successful merchant or something like that, you know, that type of thing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus wisdom. Okay, that's pretty good. I will say that the one in the throne is wearing a lot of fanciness, like a multiple pocket watches, lots and lots of gold cufflinks. You can tell that there were like knife holes added just to put the cufflinks in. There's fine chains and bracelets, many rings and gems all over. This is the big tall guy. And the other one is wearing a smart-fitting black coat. With they're not wearing the gloves, but you can see these fine black leather gloves on the table that you can tell that they wear. They are shaved bald. They're not naturally bald. They're shaved bald, and there's been a considerable amount of effort to make their beard twisted just so, but not as heavily ornamented. And neither of them look magical at all. Like, neither of them, you can tell by the way they're moving and all that stuff. You know, there's just a little bit of a way a magic person works. Neither of them have any magic in them whatsoever.
Well, if we can find out what their taste is, you know, like I'm sure a lot of people here would know what Louisiana's take is on a pirating mission or whatever. Whatever his take is, he's probably going to dress in that, which might narrow down who's who up there.
What? Take?
Which one has a bigger hat?
Did Louisiana ask for the fancier clothes, or did he ask for all the jewelry? If you can figure out who had...
Slump thinks the one in the black jacket is the big boss, and the one in the fancy chair is a distraction.
Oh.
It's the whole, that's the assistant to Big Boss, when really it's actually the big boss. Hold on. Slump has a plan.
And I want to see if Slump can get the eye of the person in the neat fitting. Well, basically, if Slump wants to see if he can get the catch the eye of either of them, and walk as like seductively around the room.
Oh my God, you're right, because he said Louisiana, you're Louisiana's type. Oh shit!
I'll see if Slump can do his like sassiest, most seductive. Like, I think Slump would find a way to walk in such a way that his back is facing.
I dropped a penny.
Yeah, and I think he would like pull his pants as tight as he possibly can to show off like his rippling ass muscles, the size of a Volvo. So I think he'll, like, pull his pants as tight as he can, and like, you know, when Randy's on Channel 4 News and he sucks in his gut as much as he can.
Yeah.
Slump was like trying to do that to pump out his chest, and he's walking around with his arms out to the side, just like really like magic miking his way.
Oh my God.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, roll plus charisma plus 1.
Fuck. Oh.
Okay. All right. It's technically a success. So there's a lot of people moving around down here. There's a lot of action, a lot of people walking, a lot of people talking. And you know, the table's pretty far away from you. Sure. That big long table. And you know, you start kind of strutting around a little bit, and it's kind of hard for you to get, you know, to be in a good line of sight to both of them. And so you actually have to do kind of peacocking for a little while. Like, it feels a little bit embarrassing, and it feels a little bit like, God, I keep doing this and nobody's looking. Until like there is this one moment where there's this break in the crowd, and there's just a clear line of sight from both of them directly to you. And you see the man in the black jacket with the bald head.
Yep.
One eyebrow lifts up. You see the big tall man in the throne.
Yep.
His eyes widen, his pupils narrow, and he looks straight down at your ass and back up to your face and back down to your ass.
I want to roll to see Hopefully I can do this, but I'm hoping that if there's like a glass somewhere nearby of water, that Slump will like splash it over the top of his head, and then with one hand like simultaneously take his bandana off while like flicking his head to and fro in the water. And as he's taking his bandana off, he's flexing his arms as hard as he can. These gigantic, ridiculous watermelon cannons.
Yeah.
Slump is really trying to sink the bait here, so I want Slump to. What should I roll for that?
Roll.
Please don't. Oh God.
Roll plus charisma,
Yeah.
but roll +2 this time.
Oh no! Oh God damn it!
Can I assist?
Yes, you can. Yeah. You can bump that up to a pass.
So maybe how he assists is that like he, the water gets his shirt wet enough. That he's like, oh, we need to take this off.
Oh my God! Okay, roll plus charisma.
Oh my God!
Okay, so
Locke sets his shirt on fire.
what happens here? What happens here?
Oh my
I
God!
think I get tangled in it.
Yeah,
It's so
Slump,
big.
Slump, you go to pour the water on you, and you kind of you go to look up to make it kind of sexy, but you accidentally pour some of the water up your nose, and you immediately cough, spit, throw up a little bit, and just kind of spray water out of your nose and have a big cough. So then you try to save it by pulling your shirt off, but you're kind of having trouble. So Locke comes over and tries to help, and he's just yanking on your shirt, and it's kind of halfway up your arms and over your face, and he's just yanking on your shirt, and it won't come off.
Love's so much taller. Exactly.
No sense. I'm gonna break your I'm gonna break your arm if you keep doing this. I mean fire. I'm gonna set you on fire.
So I think whenever I imagine like Slump pulls hard enough that the shirt comes off, but Slump falls backward like into a couch full of people.
I think the shirt rips.
The table
You
over.
rip
Oh
a
my
sleeve
God.
off of it, and it stays on your arm.
No.
And you fall over backwards and knock a guy out of his chair.
Okay, I want to see if I can fucking save it at all. I want to look. I want Slump to like gain his composure, stand back up, look at the guy, the person in the throne.
Yeah.
And then look at the bar.
Yeah.
And then like look back at the person in the throne, and then just start walking over to the bar. And I want to see how convincing I can make that.
Okay. Roll plus dexterity.
Holy fucking shit!
Yep.
I just can't get away from. Look at all my rolls that I've had ones.
They all have ones. Every
Holy
fucking one.
shit.
But
Mark
technically
your
a
experience,
pass.
dear God.
Yeah, make sure you're fucking marking experience for all those fucking fails.
Okay, well, really? Because I will have just leveled up if that's true.
Yeah, absolutely,
All right.
absolutely.
You got it.
when all of this whatever the fuck this is going down, can I use said shirt? There's all sorts of distraction. Can I use this to like figure out what source Big Boss is drinking from?
Okay, so I would say Slump, as you kind of stand up with one sleeve on and your body very drenched with some of the water and a lot of the sweat.
Yep.
And you just kind of like make eyes at the guy in the throne.
Yep.
You can see him kind of adjust the way he's sitting in the chair a little bit.
Oh God.
Awesome. Okay.
And then you kind of look at him and look at the bar and head over to the bar kind of thing. And you can see like everyone else sees him make some real eyes at Slump, but then has to kind of turn and is engaged in discussion at his big long table.
Okay.
Galdric, while this is happening, you try to take a good look at which person are you trying to look at what they're drinking from?
Wait, what?
Who's Big Boss?
Oh, the one that made the eyes at Slump.
Okay, yeah, the big tall guy in the throne. So he has multiple glasses in front of him. He's got a giant golden goblet which people are pouring wine into, He's got a huge wooden mug that is being filled with ale. And he has a like Viking horn that is having some sort of clear liquid poured into it. And he's drinking from all three.
Gotcha. And so who is filling that? I'm trying to find out who the busboy is, essentially.
Lots of people. There are tons of people. It's never the same person. It's just kind of like there are people walking around and just literally filling up any cup they see.
Quick question. Where would I go if I wanted to look up bard abilities?
Bard abilities?
Yeah, I could take one with Kill 'em All. Take another move from the fighter, bard, or thief class list.
Yeah, let me grab... boop, boop, boop. I got bard right there. Let me just throw this into our Discord. General. Bard. Boop. There you go.
Perfect. Thank you.
No problem. So yeah, it's just kind of anyone and everyone is filling up. I mean, not anyone and everyone, but there are a lot of people carrying with them libations and filling up any and every cup. Now, the one thing, well, actually, you know what? Roll plus wisdom. Let's see if you do notice it.
Okay. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Nope.
God fucking damn it.
Make sure to mark an experience, but you don't see anything.
Experience. I die inside. Okay. Okay. Well, fuck. Son of a bitch. All right. Well, okay. So he's filling. There's cups being filled up with alcohol.
Yeah, and what you're seeing is like they're not necessarily getting it right every time. Like some people have half a mug of beer, and someone tops it up with wine.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's getting it's getting pretty wet and wild in there, man.
Okay. Well, in that case, fuck. Have I been? Wait a minute. Hold, please. Slump, take over for a second. Doing math.
Slump is at the bar. Bye.
God damn it.
I mean, we can, if you want, we can talk about what abilities you're looking at, Slump.
Yeah, so the one that I'm actually looking at that sounds pretty fucking cool. This is interesting. I'm thinking about Metal Hurlant. When you shout with great force, choose a target and roll plus Constitution. On a 10 plus, the target takes 1d10 damage and is deafened for a few minutes. On a 7 to 9, you still damage your target, but it's out of control. The GM will choose an additional target nearby.
Whoa.
Yeah, isn't that kind of cool?
Yeah, wow. It's literally just fucking Fusroda.
Literally, exactly.
Holy shit, that's really fucking cool. Deafened for a few minutes?
He literally says,
yeah, I see that. For a few minutes?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Dude, that's an insane debuff to put on someone. They can't hear for minutes?
Right? That's what I'm thinking, man.
Holy shit. Yeah, okay.
So I'm looking at that one.
Yep, that's pretty fucking good.
God damn it. Okay. I could have sworn I had some sort of invisibility. I was just gonna go pour shit in his. I don't have, the pallet doesn't have invisibility. Okay, so remind me, because we never really kind of went over the details, but what we have is essentially the ground up substance that we need to spike something with, right?
Yep, exactly. Basically, you have those for sure plants. You have ground them all up into a powder, and I mean, well, basically you can do with what you choose, but they are ground up into a powder.
Gotcha. Okay. And well, son of a bitch. Okay. Are there any drugs around, or is it just good old fashioned alcohol?
Roll plus
wisdom
wisdom again.
Snorting lines.
Yeah, roll plus wisdom again.
Okay, all right. Well, I was looking forward to getting more experience this session. Let me just go ahead and
Yeah,
add
there you
that
go.
right
Yeah,
now.
I have taken another experience.
Thanks
Perfect.
a lot. I really appreciate that. Okay.
Nope, you can't tell. There's a lot of stuff going on. Some of it might be drugs, but you're not seeing drugs.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, in that case, I would just Is there any like jungle juice box?
I'm sorry, what?
Jungle juice? You know what jungle juice is?
Jungle juice.
Yeah.
Is that a drug thing? Because I don't know a lot of drug things. Is that like a super crazy? Is it
no,
a
it's not
sex
a drug
thing? Is it a
thing.
weird drug sex thing?
No,
Never
it's
heard
not
of
a
this.
drug sex thing. Okay.
like a
Jungle
cocktail.
juice it's a cocktail. It's when you okay, you know how you have like coolers? Okay, you have like they have 20-gallon like buckets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's when you make one giant punch bowl, but out of like a 20-gallon thing.
Oh, sure.
And so people just walk up to it, put a cup in it, and they drink it. They call it jungle juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that definitely does exist. I don't think it's seeing a lot of use, but there's definitely fucking bowls of people pouring. Well, I mean, I think what it is I think it's people who drink half a beer and then they don't want the other half, so they pour it in there. Person has half a thing of wine, they don't really want it, they pour it in there. So it is the big bowl of half drinks. In fact, that's what it says. It has a sign over it. It says the big bowl of half drinks.
Like, I don't know if this helps, but there's a place like this in Chicago where it's basically whatever the bartender can't use, like it's under a shot and stuff like that, they pour it into this giant repurposed icy machine, and it mixes all the liquor that has ever been left over that they can't really serve into one giant pile, so it always tastes different. But my God, it will get you drunk.
That sounds so smart.
And it's free because they don't know what it's going to taste like.
Oh my God.
So you get a shot for free from that machine.
Oh my God. You know what? I love that idea so much. That, you know what? That's what it fucking is. There's like a giant barrel of ice that they're putting the big bowl of half drinks every now and then is just poured into this big tub of ice. And then they're serving it like snow cones.
Okay.
And it's just fucking everything that was in there. And again, like, these are not getting picked up by everybody, but every now and then somebody will have a weird half drink snow cone.
Okay. All right. Well, in that case, I'll try to. Do we have? How many doses do we have?
Oh, a lot.
A lot. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna try to. In that case, I'm gonna try to spike as much shit as I can.
Just fucking in here trying to roofie every drink that they're.
I'm just gonna roofie everybody. All right, because now, here's my thought to it. All right. One, no one's gonna mind, and two, pirates love to get fucked up. So, you know.
All right.
If one here's my thought about it. If somebody's like, whoa, this drink is really fucking strong tonight, it might be him like, hey, it's probably not, bring it over here, and like he'll try some, and then bam, boom, ba-doom.
Okay. Yeah. So how are you gonna how would you like to spike this thing?
Okay. So how is this? So initially you described it as like it's an open cup thing. What I was gonna do was get a mug.
Yep.
Put a bunch of the spike in the mug, and then I was gonna dip the mug into the open barrel and like swish it around, acting like I'm getting a big jug full. You know.
Yep.
And then I was gonna walk away.
Okay. Yeah. No. That absolutely exists. Like, people are taking from the bowl of half drinks as well. It's just every now and then it's poured into the ice. So you can definitely crush some up into a mug and then dip it in, and you got yourself a big old mug of for sure slurry.
All right. Well, that's what I'll do.
Okay. All right. Galdric is now equipped with one big mug of for sure slurry.
Did I spike the rest of it, or do I only have the for sure slurry?
Is it, well, like, I guess, was the intention to scoop it up just to make your cup very oh, you wanted to swish it around when it was in the bowl?
Yeah.
Oh, then yes. No, you definitely spiked it then. Okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's what I'll do, and then I'll just walk away casually, like, I have a drink. I'm gonna go enjoy my drink now.
Yep.
But it's not. I'm not gonna drink this thing. I'm just gonna put it on a table and let some fucking leave.
Okay. Yeah. I think a couple minutes pass. Someone picks up the mug that you put down, and they just fucking slam the whole thing.
Yep.
And I think, after a minute later, you just see them just kind of melt into their seat a little bit. And they very much kind of stop talking and they stop drinking and everything. And they just kind of sit there. And every now and then you see, a couple pirates walking around with one of their little snow cones. As you see them walking around, eating their snow cone, they start to walk slower and then walk slower. And you watch them take a seat. And they just kind of sit there with their snow cone kind of melting in their hands. They're just kind of staring at the tables. And you're getting the feeling that definitely some people in here are getting pretty fucked up on for sure.
Everything is going as planned. So I'm just gonna kind of, I'll wait. I'll bide my time.
Yeah, I think as time goes though, you don't see any of it making its way to Big Boss.
Okay, it's okay. I'll bide my time.
Okay,
I'll bide my time. Slump, I spiked some shit.
Oh, God,
Why are you all wet?
Let's start this whole thing. It was so embarrassing. What happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
What do you mean? What do you mean? People are getting fucked up on for sure.
I spiked the juice.
Do you think anyone was going to start worrying about that?
What?
Oh, you don't think anyone's going to start to take note that people are fucking? Well, I guess probably not actually.
No, they're just
People are pretty fucked
remember
up.
he said it's night. So
Sure,
people are probably winding down. You know what I mean? So the big idiot over there seems to be drinking from a few different, multiple mugs. It's fucking
Right.
disgusting. We need to find a way to spike one, if not all of them.
Sure, yeah, that makes sense.
So here's what I need you to do.
Okay.
I want to pick up the mug that I just spiked,
yeah,
and I want to hand it to Slump.
it's
Don't
empty
drink.
now because somebody drank it all.
Oh, god damn it. I get another fucking cupful.
Yeah.
Okay, god damn it. Okay, listen. All right. I need you're now a waiter. Just go pour it into any of his mugs.
Any of whose mugs?
Any of the head table's mugs.
What the fuck? You think he's gonna? You think he's gonna think I'm a fucking waiter after that?
And Slump gestures back to the area of destruction where he just had that blunder.
You think he's gonna believe a Slump is? What the fuck? Did you not see that?
I think I might have drank some. I think I might have drank some. I think I might have drank. No.
No, hold on.
No.
Slump has a better idea.
Okay, go ahead.
Slump has a great idea.
Okay,
Why don't we send Mr. Locke over, and Mr. Locke can say that I bought it for him. Like, oh, here's a drink from the big guy at the bar.
Big guy at the bar. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a guy that wants to set everything on fire, remember?
The big boss doesn't know that.
Fire?
What? No. Well, if you say that, then he's gonna fucking know. If you just go up there and say fire, he'll fucking know. But if you don't, then he won't know, will he?
Yeah, don't do that. It's fine. Just
Don't do that.
Go,
It'll be fine. Just don't do
just
that.
go fill
thing.
up his thing. Just
You're
go fill up his
asking
thing.
me to talk when I could barely
No,
act like
talk-
one of these guys.
All you have to do is say, drink from the big guy at the bar. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say it in an accent. You can even say it as posh as you want to, because he'll think you're joking. And then just go over there and say, drink from the. Give me the fucking mug. God damn it.
Side note, Lou, you have definitely come downstairs by now. Walter made his way upstairs
okay.
after 15 drinks, and he was very, very, very fucked up.
Oh, dear.
And he just kind of sat down and was just trying to hold it all down as he sat in his chair, and he could not speak, but he motioned for you to go downstairs as he had resumed his post. But you are downstairs now and partaking in this.
I would just look around and go, I don't think I should leave this guy alone, but as long as he's upright, he's not going to, choke on his own vomit, then okay, I will come down.
I think Slump would see Lou coming down the stairs and would grab the drink out of both Locke and or Galdric's hands and hold it out towards Lou.
Lou, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
How's
Can
everything
you do
going?
Slump a big favor?
Oh, sure. Do you want me to heal your foot?
Well, that would be great. Yeah, actually, that would be really nice. But no.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry for that.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh my god!
You fucking asshole. I was covering.
That was not a great cover. To be honest, you've covered better than that in the past. I was expecting a bit better work than that. Not your best work, Mr. T.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll work on it.
Come on. on. Just focus a little bit, okay? Slump needs to
Yes,
walk
sir.
around on
Yes,
these all
yeah,
day. You
okay,
got
yeah,
that?
okay,
You
yeah,
understand?
okay. Yes, sir.
I'm
Sorry,
really
sir.
disappointed. Okay?
Sorry,
I'm
sir.
disappointed, okay?
Oh boy, I'm so sorry.
Oh, all right, okay, all right. Now, Blue Dog, can you please take this up to the big fancy-looking fellow up there and say that Slump, that the big guy at the bar got it for
Holy shit.
that
Are
person?
you fucking kidding me?
What?
Drink from the gentleman at the bar is all you have to fucking say. And then
Listen.
point at Slump. That's it.
Slump's face is turning red now, but he doesn't really understand. And he points at Lou and says,
And don't you try to front on Slump's territory. He's been making ground all night. Slump has been working very hard to establish this rapport.
Hey, it's all yours, absolutely.
All right? It's less Slump's conquest, okay?
It's not a problem. It's not a problem.
All right.
Slump, it's okay.
Okay.
I will. I can't say that to him.
Yep.
On account of my. I just don't feel like I could say things in a way that would make them think, "Oh, that's the person that is part of this group."
Oh,
But
that's true. Slump.
I
I take
Well,
the
I could
mug and I
just
start
point.
walking to
I
him.
could
I
just
take the
point.
mug and I start
Oh.
walking. I take the mug. I just take the mug. I just take the fucking mug.
Galdric does have the gift of gab with the yo-ho.
Let's just say, yeah, exactly, because Lou did roll 2 natural ones. So
Oh,
the
God.
only words she can say to other yo-ho boys is, "I am not a yo-ho boy for real. I am not a yo-ho boy." Those are the only words she can say when she talks to a yo-ho
forgot.
boy.
Great point. Okay, let's not do that.
So that would not have gone well to walk
Yeah,
up
that would've
to
been
Big
bad.
Boss with a mug
bad.
and just go, "I am not a yo-ho
I
boy.
am
No,
not a
for
yo-ho
real,
boy."
I am not a
Just been
yo-ho
quiet
boy."
about it. Gestured. It would have been totally fine, and it would have been great. But
I'm here
Galdric
to
did
spy on you. We're here to drug the room.
The person whose drink this is from did not send it with good faith.
Okay, Galdric, you took the mug?
Yeah, I took the mug.
Okay. Galdric, I have to ask, what are you wearing?
Fuck you mean? What am I wearing? I'm wearing my clothes.
Okay, what do your clothes look like?
I love you, Tech.
They, God damn it. I don't think once in this universe I've described my clothes other than Galdric's clothes. Like,
Now, okay, I guess here is a more important question, and I need you to answer honestly. Don't just answer the way you want to answer.
okay.
Answer
all right.
honestly.
Uh-huh.
Are you recognizably a captain upon inspection?
I honestly don't know, because as long as I've ever known Galdric, like, it's very clear that he's not just a deckhand. It's very clear that like he has some stature, but I don't know that I would necessarily say that he dressed like a stereotypical captain. He never usually did. You usually wear like a captain's hat with a feather sticking out and shit? I don't think so.
Nope. He had leather armor with a brown strap that went across him. That's it. That's where he held all his pistols. Like he was, as far as terms of like what classic Galdric looked like, he was pretty modest, all things considered.
Yeah.
Genuinely, yeah.
And that's good. That's good. And but more like, you know, do you put the raw aesthetics aside, the actual specifics aside, are you recognizably a captain?
I don't know what that answer. I don't know the answer to that. I would say no, but Galdric thinks he is.
Okay. Nope, that's very fair. That's very fair. That's a very honest answer. So it's almost like you would have the mental worry that it might look weird for a captain to be serving, because no one who's pouring drinks looks like a captain. Roll plus wisdom, actually, as you are getting closer to the table. Okay,
Oh,
wow.
geez.
I think
Christ,
so.
man.
There's
What
been
are the rolls?
a one.
Dude.
So almost everyone tonight has rolled a 1 with everything they've rolled.
Fuck me.
I'll see
That's
you guys next week.
insane.
This is clearly, this is
Yeah.
a mulligan of a night. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
See you next week with a new character.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, but technically that was a pass. So I'll tell you what you notice as you approach the table. and you're feeling weird. You're getting this very weird sense as you're walking along the table, because it's a long table and there's a lot of people sitting here. All the people sitting at the table are very obviously captains.
Oh.
And no one anywhere else in the room is a captain.
Ooh.
So you gather that all the captains are sitting here at this table. And it would be very weird for a captain to be, 1, not at the table, and 2, pouring fucking drinks.
Oh boy.
Now, you don't look like a captain. You very obviously are much less ostentatious than the people sitting at this table, especially considering they're yo-ho boys, so they are pretty bedazzled. But I think because you think you look like a captain, you are feeling very, very weird, because you're feeling like, oh shit, I'm obviously a captain and I'm not sitting here. But I think as you approach, they don't seem to see you the same way that you see yourself. They see you as more of just an average crew hand.
Okay. How fucking dare they?
That's why I had to ask. Because this is the captain's table and all the captains are sitting here. But you don't look like a standard captain, and you don't look like a yo-ho boy captain. So you are you're kind of getting away with it at this point. Okay, you would like to walk up to Big Boss at the front with all his cups and everything?
Yeah. Well, not necessarily Big Boss, but I'll kind of like start pouring into like I would assume. Okay, from my speculation earlier.
Yeah.
Or my observation, did I see like a busboy going and filling only one cup, or was it like fill like a want me to top off your water, and they top off everybody's water at the table?
So that's a little bit tough. Your perception check was pretty bad. So I will say you get the feeling this table is handled a little bit differently than the entire rest of the room is. But because it was technically a fail, you haven't been able to pick out what exactly is different about the way this table is served. You just know that it is different.
All right, I'm going to go with the fuck it strategy. I'm going to walk over to Big Boss.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to ever so slightly put the mug in collect. So if he has 3 mugs, I'm going to give him a 4th mug.
Yep.
And I'm just going to say drink from the man. I'm gonna drink. Damn, I'm not gonna use a new voice. Say, drink from the man at the bar, sir. And I'm just gonna walk away. Like, not give him a chance to answer me. I'm just gonna point at the bar and I'm gonna walk away. That's it.
I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth roll.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Did you just? You want to fuck on me?
I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth check.
Why a stealth roll? I'm not being stealthy.
There's an unaccounted for aspect happening here. You're trying to not let them know. Okay, no. Hold on. You raise a bit of a good point. You're not trying to be, because it's kind of stealth, kind of sleight of hand, kind of persuasion. It's kind of all 3.
I would, if anything, I would say it's persuasion. Okay, let me argue. Can I argue?
Yeah. Okay.
Here's my argument.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my argument. 1, I'm not trying to pretend I'm not there. Okay.
Yeah.
2, I'm trying to make myself audibly heard whilst making a single point, which is, here's a drink from that guy over there. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm no more than a waitress at being like, oh, drink from the man at the bar. And she puts the thing down, she smiles, and then she walks away. That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. All right. I'll let you roll charisma. I'll let you roll persuasion instead.
Oh god, that doesn't matter. It's gonna fucking fail anyway tonight. It doesn't fucking matter. Oh my dick!
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. As you put the drink down by Big Boss, he kind of leans over. He doesn't even look at you with his eyes. He just kind of leans over a little bit to hear what you say, kind of thing, as he's still kind of looking at the other captains at the table. And then as you walk away, you do see the bald gentleman with the twisted beard just give you a little bit of a side eye, but then kind of ignores you.
Okay, I'm all right with that.
But you get the feeling, bald man, twisty beard, is fucking head on a swivel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. And I think as time goes, Big Boss is kind of talking at the people at the table and gesturing and drinking from the different mugs, and then picks up the mug that wasn't there before, the fourth new mug kind of thing, and then looks at it, and then looks up at you, Slump.
Okay.
Slump, I'm gonna need you to roll plus charisma.
Can I do anything to help this motherfucker out tonight?
Yeah, we'll have Slump roll, and then we'll you know what, you called it beforehand, so I'll let you roll at advantage. Okay. Holy fucking shit. Double.
Do you believe in destiny? That's what I want.
Dude, only double of the night so far, and it's on this fucking roll.
Double natty sixes. Holy shit, man. A natural fucking 12.
So I want to think, those pictures that are going around now as part of that meme with like the super Chad, the dude in like the black and white with the jawline that looks like a fucking Tesla Cybertruck.
Yep.
I want Slump to be like doing his most heroic, like sultry pose with sort of a low glance, but one eyebrow kind of raised, and he's holding a mug in one hand, but the arm is resting on the table in such a way that he's flexing his fucking like arms as hard as he possibly can, and he's like flexing hard enough that he's starting to sweat a little bit, so he's kind of glistening.
Oh my god. Okay. Just a sec. I want to see. I tried to do something and it didn't quite work, but can I pull it out here? God, I've got way too many songs here, man.
There's gotta be a better way.
There's gotta be a better way. Okay. Is this the one? Maybe this is the one. That's the one.
Nice.
Okay. So, Slump. Big Boss is sitting at the head of the table. And all the other captains around him are talking animatedly, vying for his attention. They're waving their hands in his face. They're talking animatedly. They're pointing at each other and yelling at each other. But it all just kind of fades away. Everyone else becomes blurs. All their voices become kind of hollow. And there's just this ray of light kind of going between you and Big Boss Louisiana. And he looks you right in the eyes. And he holds up the mug. And he just fucking slams the whole thing. And you see his eyes kind of like half closed, sexy looking at you as he kind of tips his head back with the mug. And then all you see is the bottom of the mug where his face used to be. Then when it comes back, one eye is half closed, one eye is wide open, and the pupils are wide as fuck. And he's kind of fucking slipping into his chair a little bit. And his eyes are unfocused on anything at all.
Oh god, I think Slump is sort of like realizing what's happening as this is going on.
Yeah.
And I think Slump, not wanting to make a gesture so extreme that it would seem out of place, but enough to communicate his intent, I think Slump would, like, while meeting the gaze full on, trying to maintain the element of mystery, would simply like look back, sort of Ryan Gosling in The Driver, fucking strangely intimate with no real center, kind of emptily intimate stares.
Yep.
Slump would stare back, and then Slump would look at the empty stool next to him, and then just turn and face the bar.
Okay. Would anybody else like to do anything else?
I would like to get out of the way. I do have a question. I do have a question.
Yeah. Yep.
You are such a fantastic DM. Okay.
Yeah.
Does it ever get awkward, like explaining sexual advances towards your brother?
Not even a bit.
You know, at this point, there's not much that could possibly be weird, okay?
We're all friends.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Because we've seen Sen once, right?
Yep.
Near the tower, and I saw him again in a vision.
Yep.
Do I see him? I just want to know if there's any obstacles we should be keeping an eye out for or hazards as this happens.
Yeah, very good question. Roll plus wisdom for a perception check.
Oh.
Ooh, very good look. You get a great look at everyone around in here, and Sen is not among them.
Okay, that's good.
The roll is so good, Sen is not among them, and nor are any of his crewmates.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna point this out to Galdric and Vincent.
Yep.
I don't see Sen anywhere around here.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Oh no, maybe he's at our ship right now.
No, I don't think he's there right now. We're fine.
That'd be the worst, though, right?
That would be kind of bad, yeah.
Boy.
Also, actually, you know what? I forgot to do this. Galdric, roll plus wisdom again for retroactive perception check when you were up near the captain's table. Okay. Yep. Technically a pass. So when you were walking by, you heard a little bit of the discussion, and you heard the words wave breaker. And you heard the word shield.
Okay.
Okay. I just forgot to have you roll that as you were walking by. Okay. So I think, Slump, you wait there for quite a while. I think you sit there for an hour.
Oh, okay.
It's awkward how long you have to sit there. I think every now and then a person comes to sit beside you and you have to kind of shoo them off and push them off the chair kind of thing. And every now and then when you push someone, they just fall and fucking ragdoll onto the floor. And you feel that more and more people are having some of that spiked for sure drink. And they're kind of losing their ability to have any resistance, and they're all kind of getting fucked up. And I think you guys kind of notice a lot of the volume in the room has gone down a lot as more and more people have kind of got fucked up.
The people playing the instruments is slightly more out of tune.
Yeah, exactly. But eventually, after an hour goes by, you hear kind of a shocking sound of a lot of chairs being pushed at the same time as you see the entire table of captains get up. And they all start leaving. They put their hats on, they pour the rest of their drinks on the ground or finish them, and they all kind of turn and walk away. Some of them are arguing with each other, some of them are slapping each other on the back, but they all kind of walk away. And then after they all kind of get away, you guys do see Big Boss kind of get up, pull his pants up a little bit, adjust his shirt and look around. And then he starts making his way over to the stool beside Slump. And Big Boss takes a seat right beside you, Slump. Okay. And where is everybody else? So Slump is sitting at the bar. Big Boss sits beside him at the bar. Where is everybody else?
I would like to pretend being drunk by the bowl of juice.
Okay.
Like I'm passing out, like I'm barely standing.
Yeah. Gotcha.
I want to sit kind of near the door, just kind of keeping an eye out, be like a lookout person, and maybe just twirling some sort of, I have my pocket watch of 3 seconds from now. I could be twirling that menacingly because I don't have an actual yo. Not that people here do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think as people see you kind of using it kind of like a yo-yo, some of them are like, oh, that's kind of fucking cool.
Trendsetter over
Yeah,
here.
trendsetter. I gotta get one of those. And Locke, what are you doing?
I think Locke is gonna stand next to Lou.
Okay.
And it's kind of like assume guard duty, but because we're leaning into the hole, maybe he's like embering up his hand, not a full-on flame, but just pretending to be entertained by his hand almost catching fire and then bringing it back down.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Galdric, in your pretend drunken stupor, you see the bald man with the twisty beard take a seat just a couple feet away from Big Boss in a very perimeter defense patrolling kind of, very much keeping a very wary eye on the situation. And Slump, Big Boss kind of leans in and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
Now, you said that old McTwisty beard is nearby?
Yeah. You can't see him though. Your back is kind of turned, so you weren't aware that he kind of sat near you.
Okay, but the rest of the party is aware.
That's right. Well, Galdric is. I don't know if Lou and Locke are close enough to have seen it. If they're at the door, they're probably pretty far away. So I don't know if you guys really caught on to that. But Galdric is pretty close by, so he
Can we
saw
roll
it.
to see if we
Oh yeah,
saw
sure.
it?
Yeah. That's a really good point. Yeah. Locke and Lou, go ahead and roll plus wisdom to see if you noticed it. Okay.
Dang, I don't think I even
Locke
need to.
definitely fucking saw it, and Lou saw nothing. Okay. Lou take an experience point. You saw fucking nothing. And Locke, you saw clear as day. Baldy McTwistybeard is in a very defensive Overwatch kind of position on Big Boss.
Has he been drinking anything?
Nobody was checking. Yep.
Sounds like it's time to hit him with the Hail Mary.
So yeah, Big Boss kind of sits down beside you and says, "Hey, how's it? How you doing?"
Can I roll to see how much Slump figures Big Boss has been buying into the aloof and mysterious thing?
Yeah, go ahead and roll plus wisdom.
Oh,
okay, barely a pass. You can tell honestly right now, Big Boss is interested in the meat. He's interested in the package right now.
Sure. Okay, good. Then that's perfect. It's gonna make it easier to avoid the absolutely guaranteed blunders of a conversation. and Slump would look at him and say,
"Gonna get some fresh air. It's a lot of stairs to go alone, though."
And he would like squeeze Big Boss's like forearm as he got up, and he would just start walking towards the stairs to go up.
Big Boss tries to get out of his chair and kind of stumbles and falls a little bit because he's so fucked up kind of thing. And he starts kind of like crawling on all fours. He's like, "Hey, what up, hey."
Can Slump like bend down and sort of like help him up and how suspicious would it look if Slump was to help him up? And
I think as soon as you kind of move a little bit, Baldy McTwistybeard just fucking darts out of his chair and kind of intercepts very non-threateningly. Like he's not hitting you or anything like that. It's just as you reach, suddenly there's a person there, and he's helping Big Boss up.
Okay. All right. Slump would with as much without breaking stride as possible would turn and continue walking towards the door.
Yeah. And you see Bald Man McTwistybeard start whispering in Big Boss's ear.
Okay.
And I'm going to roll for this.
That's not good.
Big Boss kind of like looks at you very longingly.
Okay.
And then kind of like
wait.
Yeah.
Before you do, when that happens,
yeah,
can I use my Paladin's Tear for the first time ever and hear what he said?
Yes, Absolutely, you can. I mean, it's going to look a little bit weird, but yes, you can absolutely use your paladin's tier.